absolute honour this is. Thank you so much, it's like a dream. I know it's not a dream because I'm fully dressed. And my teeth aren't falling out. And my ex-husband isn't chasing me with an axe through a field of sin. But I'm sure I'm not the only one here who is pinching themselves, because inside me is still that little girl who wanted to see a book with a name on it. So much that it hurt. And now I have loads of them on my shelf and I think, how the bloody hell did that happen? But really we know that any book success comes with hard work. It comes with determination to finish that book even though you're 15,000 words in and you think it's the biggest pile of crap you've ever read. But you have faith in yourself that you can break through that barrier and you can produce something wonderful. And you do. It comes with having to overcome the prejudice that somehow authors of our genre write lesser books. People who dismiss our novels as irrelevant, though they've never read one. I was asked to go on a radio station a couple of years ago to be interviewed by an anchorman A-lister in this country. I shan't say who it was, but I'll just use the code name Sherlock. I so wanted to smash down some ill-held beliefs about romantic fiction, but I was no match for a host who had an agenda to inform his audience that we write the sorts of flimsy fluff that is made into films by the mass that come on just before Christmas on TV and always feature a lumberjack. It comes with having to learn on the spot because there is no handbook for this job, no set standards, no security, no guarantee that the more you work, the more you'll be rewarded. I'd have been lost had it not been for the generosity and guidance of a wonderful novelist called Sue Welfare and Carol Matthews, who not only helped me and supported me books-wise, but also taught me the essential difference between plant HRT and the stuff with horseweed in it. It comes from having to grow an iron backbone because this is not a career for the faint-hearted. Having to weather someone ripping your book to shreds on Amazon because it's arrived in a torn envelope. Or furious that she cannot award you no stars. And then she gives her wart remover the full fine. It comes from having to deal with people like Marjorie from Preston, hunting you down on the internet just to tell her that you've put her off reading for life because there's a speller on page 71. And you have to desist with all your might from typing back, Marjorie love, I think you've got too much time on it. It comes from learning to value your own stock, which is a hard lesson because we give so much away. I'll never forget when I was first starting off and a little old lady from a readers group slipped me a fiver and she said, "You're a professional now, you've got to start charging." And she was right, because if we don't see ourselves as professionals, who will? I had an email a couple of years ago from a group of 8 ladies in Aberdeen who loved my books and wanted to extend an invitation to come and do a talk to them. They couldn't pay me anything, but they would give me an afternoon tea and I could bring a few books to sell. That was kind, I thought, but how can they value me enough to want me to go there but not enough to pay my train fare? And I thought there might be some mileage in an exchange visit. So I rang up a plumber in Aberdeen and I asked him if he could come down and bleed my radiators. I couldn't pay him, but I'd give him a sandwich upon arrival. And I'd get the neighbours around and he could sell a few pallets. I even threw in a recommendation on Facebook. And the bugger never replied. We have to learn to treat ourselves like the craftsmen we are, first and foremost, or nobody else will. My parents, a traditional couple, just wanted me to have a proper job. And by a proper job, I mean one where you get a steady wage, you get sick pay, holidays, a pension, subsidised cafe. A bloke in a suit comes in once a year from head office to give you a lecture about investing in ISIS. You have morning huddles, people say things like blue sky thinking, and getting all our ducks in a row. And when it's your birthday, you have to buy 43 cream cakes to distribute to people who have the desks next to you. So why do we do it? Why do we do this job that is unstable and mocked, and play our game on a field that is as level as the north face of the Eiger? Because we can't not. Because as surely as the church draws nuns to its doors, we are commanded to our keyboards. We set off writing stories to entertain, and we end up giving people a place to go when they're hooked up to chemo drips or need solace from stress. We enhance lives, we change lives. We show women templates of healthy, loving relationships that they might never have seen before. We give people hope that happy endings are not just restricted to fiction. And we know we do this because our readers write to tell us that we have. They walk in the skins of our characters. Our stories have helped them leave dysfunctional relationships, inspired them to start up businesses, find new jobs, find themselves, stretch the walls of their comfort zones. We might once have upset Marjorie from Preston with a typo, but we've also given Sheila from Dublin a guide to get out of an abusive relationship. We've shown Jenny from Cardiff that she should be looking at herself as a woman who has value. And we've given Susan from Glasgow the energy to make the small tweaks to her life that will lead to a wonderful renaissance. Even myself these past few weeks I've needed some respite from grief. And I've found it in the pages of words written by you lovely lot. And it's given my head a place to escape to, put me on a path to healing. All this with our lesser books. And we sell these lesser books by the million. Our sales are only up. The world is terrible, and we are needed more than ever to be the aloe vera on precious, anxious souls. We are the glorious counterbalance to this climate of hate. There is plenty of space for other books beside the tragic and the challenging. There is nothing wrong with a happy, hopeful ending, nothing wrong with making someone laugh as they read your words, or a good old heartwarming love story. No one reduces Anna Karenina to chick lit, a light frothy beach read, just because there's a romantic element in it. How can our empowering, enriching and moving novels be lesser books? Well, they're not, are they? They're needed. So let no one try and make us feel embarrassed about them. Keep our presence strong, keep inspiring people to be kind and loving and tolerant and valued, and sooner or later the establishment will have to accept that we do not write lesser books. Sometimes you just have to dismantle the walls of prejudice and book snobbery one brick at a time, but we will get there eventually. Now, no man is an island, even if I do have an arse the size of Madagascar. I couldn't have built this career by myself. At home, I've got a bloke who is the C3PO to my R2D2. My wonderful agent Lizzie Kramer has my back all the way. Publisher-wise, I've been with Simon Schuster since the beginning. They're like my family. I'm here with the walking fabulousness that is S.J. Virtue, Claire Day, Jess Barrett. Everyone from Ian Chapman down over the years has been an indispensable cog in my machine. And of course the wonderful Suzanne Babineau, my fairy godmother, who celebrates 40 years in publishing this very month. She was 5 when she started. She gave my agent the immortal line, I'd like to make an offer for this book about pregnancy and Yorkshire puddings and change my life. And thank you to the amazing Ed PR who aren't here tonight because they're up for awards themselves at another do, which is no surprise at all. The best thing I ever did was join the RNA. I should have done it so much earlier and benefited from the wisdom and the direction. And I think if I'd known how much booze they put away It's brought me inspiration and joy and fun and some precious friendships. And this wonderful moment that my future self is now looking at as a treasured memory, which is a bit creepy, really. I've got so many writer friends in the RNA. You need them. You need people who understand this bonkers profession. None as close to me as the very talented and bloody brilliant Debbie Johnson, my sister from the living room. And father, who, in her words, is my bitch for the night. I lost my dad just before Christmas. He would be the first person that I rang to say I was getting this award. And if he's watching me now on this stage, I think I know what he'd say. He'd say, all right, love, I'll give you. You have done a proper job.
Johnson.